Kristin, and I have 2 foundation fails for you guys today. I didn't even, I couldn't even do these again. I mean, the one I wore twice and this other one I wore 3 or 4 times. I knew right off the bat, so I'm not going to kind of do my normal, you know, foundation review sort of 5-point system. We're just going to talk about each of them. And you guys know I don't like to be negative. I've said that before, but I also hear from you guys. I hear you when you tell me you want to hear about things that I don't love. So that's what we are going to talk about today. The first one is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Cushion Foundation. I have this in N2, which is a perfect match. It works very, very well. So in case you've never seen this before, when you open it up, there is a mirror right here. There is, sorry, I took it out. There is a little sort of spongy puff thing. And then this opens up. And then there is product here. And that's sort of the that is the consistency of the product. I'm going to put it on my hand. And sorry, I did another video, so I have some other kind of swatches on there. And I'm blending it in so you can kind of see a little bit. So this is a drugstore foundation with a 1/2 ounce of product. Actually, it's 0.52 that sells for $16.99. That seems excessive to me. So that's the first thing that I don't appreciate about this. So taking all of that aside, when you apply this to your face, whether you use the sponge, you can tell that I've used this. Oh, no, I dropped it. You can tell that I use the sponge because there is foundation on the side. So whether you use the sponge or I've used a flat top kabuki, kind of like this, it just doesn't ever become part of my skin. It moves around. It doesn't sink in. I know there are plenty of people that love this, and if you do, and if it works for you, great. That makes me really happy because it's $16.99 that you've spent on something you're actually getting use out of. So that's my first thing. It doesn't ever become part of the skin. I can't even get a clear read on it as far as what the finish is because it just sort of moves around and I don't really know. So I don't love the finish. The coverage is very, I would say sheer to medium. You can build it up to medium. You can't get much more than that. But again, it's difficult to tell because even if I let it sit, it just never becomes part of my skin. And then once I let it sit a little, so, you know, I've given up on trying to get it really blended on my own. I just leave it and, you know, a couple hours later, you can see it's created dry things where I didn't even know my skin was dry. I just really didn't like this one. And I feel, you know, I'm telling you what, I can't stop wearing this one, the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. That I really like that one, but this one is it's just not a winner for me. I really don't like it at all. And I'm doing this video to kind of save you from trying this if it's something you were curious about trying, because it is so expensive for a drugstore foundation. It comes in 12 different shades, so there's a pretty decent shade range for it, but just not one that I can recommend in the slightest. So that that was that one. The next one is the Wander Foundation Stick, and it's actually called, and let me say this right, the Flash Focus Hydrating Foundation Stick. So I have the shade in Light, and Kristin from Ms. Kristin 321, she sent this to me because when she used it, it kind of gave her funny little red dots on her face, or red little things on her face. And so she thought, you know, maybe I would want to try it to see. So that's what the shade looks like there. And let me just blend it out a little bit. There you go. So you can see that you get decent coverage on this. So my issue with this is that, again, it's another one, and I tried these both with a couple of different primers, by the way. It never becomes part of your skin. Again, this one very much, you can get a fuller coverage with this, so I do like that. But it very much just sits on your skin. And for me, it was not hydrating in the slightest. I could feel it sucking the moisture out of my skin. It was very strange. And I really wanted to like this. I will say this though, I've never had a stick foundation that I actually liked. I've tried the Bobbi Brown, and I've tried, oh, I can't remember. There's another one that I tried, the Clinique one. So there's not been a sort of stick foundation that I like. I think it's tricky to get something that's good for dry skin in a stick foundation. So I just didn't love it. I didn't like it. I didn't even want to wear it again. I didn't love how it looked. I think I wore that one twice. and I couldn't do it again. I was like, nope, I cannot do that. And I actually messaged Kristin to find out why she didn't like it. I couldn't remember about the bumps. And I just was, you know, had kind of told her my experience, and I'm not, nope. So I'm going to pass both of those along to a gal that I know that has oily skin to see if she would like to try it. And maybe, you know, one of these will work better for her than it did for me. But I realize this is kind of a short, sweet, to the point video with, normally I do a demo when I do foundation reviews. I just didn't even want to put either one of these on again. So hopefully the information was helpful to you. I don't like to be negative, you know that, but like I said, there may be some people who absolutely love these foundations. If you've had good experience with this, your experience is different than mine, please absolutely list it below. I know that everybody likes to read the comments and, you know, see what other people are saying about the product. So absolutely, please do that. This is the same look that I've had on in at least one other video. But in case you were curious, on my eyes, there's some shades from the Vice. I can't remember. I think it's Vice. I don't know. I think I have these two shades right here. These two shades right here. I think this is the Vice 2. I can never remember. I wish they would put it on there. It doesn't actually say. On my cheeks, I have the shade by Limelight by Alcone in number 1. They're perfect blush in number 1. On my lips, I have the Makeup Forever 11C as a liner, and then I have Max Craving over the top of that. And I think that is everything. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day, and in everything that you do, be beautiful. Bye.